interesting game 2 to say the least here, and we're going straight into the draft for this one.
Yeah, I just realized the games that started off our day, the 2 series that we had, those are the ones that I thought would be going into 3 games, and the last 2 would be the ones being sweeps. It just got completely turned around, man. It was the last 2 games that were like some of the most competitive, really neck and neck. Of course, Onyx, the FYG, went to 3. And then now this one goes to 3. Hopefully we get to see Team Max really recalibrate their strategy here. But I'm a little bit worried. They ban out the Fanny and the Lunox, which a part of me is now thinking that Max is really just heavily leaning into the double fighter concept. They've taken away some of the 2 of the heroes that really made the game 2 strategy struggle. The Alice is still going to be an option for Aurora. They still have to watch out for that. But Fanny and Lunox means that there is a high chance they'll go double fighter again.
I'm gonna be honest, go ahead and let the the Fanny go. Just make sure you got something to deal with it, right? Like,
yeah.
Alright, in fairness, it was Aurora's excellent pivoting. Where
yes.
They knew they were gonna get the Fanny, and you know what? They got the Cho. And then you also get like, you know what I mean, right? Like they got everything that was supposed to deal with the Fanny, and that's why it worked.
Mm-hmm.
But in this scenario, as long as you don't do that, I feel like the Fanny's not that scary, or at least not anymore. But then again, Team Max are thinking about something else probably here. Like you mentioned, I really like what you brought up. Like, maybe if that Esmeralda was like a great, I don't know, like a Granger, a Harif, or something like that, or I don't know, something with range like a Moskov, that would have been a different outcome. But yeah, for sure, Team Max, they're gonna have to go to the drawing board back for this one. Lots of good first picks removed here by Aurora.
It's gonna be the Lancelot most likely again for Max, and then they don't need to rush the Yi Sun Shin here. They'll just go ahead and pick up the Lapu Lapu most likely. There's no Lunox this time around, but they can pick up the Eve, which would be great. I want to see them like take the rug from underneath Max's feet and just pick up the Kimmy. I know you still have the Farsa and the Eve mainly as the much more high impact trade. But I'd like to see Kimmy get brought up by either of these 2 teams. Got the Gacha for sure for Aurora. You can just lock it in as well with the Grok gone. So they decided to go for the Gacha Farsa. Max might just end up having to pick up the Eve. But the problem is, this time around, with the Fanny and the Lunox gone, Aurora can bump up the Alice in the priority, and you go Alice 3rd pick for red, and then you just readjust and pick your jungler later. You'll still have some options, even if the Hayabusa and the Yi Sun Shin get banned out.
Absolutely. Although picking up the Cho does kind of preempt the Hayabusa a little bit, right? So maybe that's pretty good pick up. I like this so far. Not bad.
Yeah, definitely. You get to take the AOG away. You are still very close ranged here. But at least now a lot of the best picks of Aurora will have some really great ultimates. So I like this pickup of the Valentina. I know I was looking for a Kimmy, but this is a good alternative to that.
Yeah, not bad at all. Again, I kind of miss Eve as well. Maybe Eve would have worked, but maybe they have a different thing in mind. They're trying to see if they can kind of just preempt, like maybe this, right? Maybe they're preempting like a lineup where there's gonna be an Esmeralda and the Uranus.
Mm-hmm. So I like this Uranus pick because all of the heroes right now for Max, and highly likely they're all going to be burst based. That if the Alice was one of the problems of Max earlier, now this time it might actually be the Uranus instead of the Alice. I like how they also didn't go for the Alice because, again, you're no longer up against an Eve and you don't want to give the Throne of Ruin to the Valentina. The Uranus, I feel like, is a perfect pickup that now Aurora can afford to go for either the basic attack gold laner or the skill-based gold laner. They're both going to be fine options. I'd like to see a Ruby ban somewhere. And if my money's on it, I think it'll be Aurora who'd rather ban the Ruby. Because if they pick up the Ruby, then that's another really good ultimate for the Valentina that you don't want to give in the I'm offended.
So if you think about it, this Valentina third pick is actually really good, right? It's already like playing advanced mind games on Aurora. And maybe that's exactly what Team Max needs to do. Make Aurora overthink their decisions, since they are still reeling from that, like their first loss in a long time.
Yeah. Although it's good news for their morale that they were able to dominate right away to get the game back and to get the revenge. Hayabusa will get taken out. High chance that maybe the Yisun Shin will also get taken out, because there's such a wide field of the gold laners that I don't think it'll be worth it to try and take out gold laners. Even if it's like Claude, Harith, it seems like no matter what Team Max, you're going to be okay with it. If they take out away one gold laner, that's just a preference at that point. It's them just going, yeah, we'd rather not go up against that. It'll be quite annoying. With the Esmeralda gone, Harith might be an option for Aurora Gaming.
Harith is pretty good, right? And they've got really good amount of damage because of that, but the profile is going to be like a lot of magic damage, right? So
exactly, yeah.
You might need like a really hard-hitting physical attacker, maybe the YSS or TNZ.
Yeah, it could be a Yisun Shin and then a Harith core. They'll be lacking just a little bit of crowd control. And Team Max can just answer that again with their own. I like that the Lapu Lapu was taken out. So Team Max, as expected, will ban out the Yisun Shin. So with no YSS anymore, I think Aurora still has an option for... Whoa. Okay. They have an option for Joy in the jungle, or we're going to see them go for something a little bit more solid, like a tank fighter. Which should be okay, but then that means they definitely need to pick up a carry gold laner to deal the brunt of the damage.
Right, carry gold lane might be pretty good, right? Especially if they opt for like a more a less DPS hero on the jungle. But that, of course not. What are we thinking? Of course, that's definitely a YSS pick. But it's already banned out, so what's the plan? What's the ploy here?
Oh, another carry, but something that we usually don't see. Fanny's already gone. Yeah, I think right now Max is actually weighing what Aurora might end up playing. Suyo is available. There's not a lot of magic damage for the side of Team Max. I want to see them go sturdy for their last picks. Oh, they might... Oh, Guinevere jungle. And then now they're going to pick up the Alice. Xborg is an option as well, so they'll go for that. Yeah, great pickups by Max. Honestly, they go for double fighters again. They don't have like the sure basic attack damage, but they don't need it. They'll be tanky. They'll be annoying to deal with.
Or death.
Yeah, I love this. Honestly, I love this for Team Max. Drafting wise, they seem to be more on point here, and it's a little bit harder to straight up counter. They've actually put Aurora Gaming in a bit of a pickle here, haven't they?
Yeah. This is gonna be really tough. They might just end up settling for the Suyo in the end. Or something crazy like, I don't know, what else is there? Hellkirk jungle? No. Unless they put the Uranus in the jungle.
Oh, that's a good point. All right.
Oh my god!
What? What? Bro, that's not physical. That doesn't look like it's a physical hero. Their damage profile is almost purely magic. At least their bursty is.
It's really
what
just
happened here?
The Ruby. They were stuck, man. They really just ran out of options. Team Max, what a draft, forcing them onto the Harley. But you know, I'm gonna have to lean in a little bit closer to my rank RG brothers and sisters out there. You know, it could. Honestly, it could.
It could.
It could get out of hand here, but it's a big if. I'm excited to see how TNZ is going to perform with this Harley. I don't even recall the last time I casted a Harley game. It might have been the qualifiers for MPL Season 5, man. I'm 100% serious on that. Like, that's how long it's been since I casted a Harley game.
Bro, that was like 6 years, 7 years ago. Are you sure?
It was that long, but of course it has popped up. I might have even been there when it did pop up, but I just can't recall. Let's see how it goes. Again, I'm not completely turning off the possibility that Tianzi is going to have an insane game through this Harley. I'm just leaning a little bit more towards the lineup of Team Max, even though they don't have a traditional carry with them. It's very annoying to go up against their lineup.
100%. Really annoying. And Team Max are gonna, if they group up this time around, it's not gonna be as clear cut. They're the ones who actually have the Alice this time. And again, it's gonna be a lot of gymnastics for Aurora to actually get on top here. And that's gonna be first one going over to Team Max without any effort whatsoever.
Not the start that they want. I'm thinking who is like... Wait. Rose already forced the flicker out.
Oh my goodness, alright. Sigil's the only one left with the flicker here, and that actually might go soon as well. Watch out. Right now, Team Max are going on a roll here. And again, Sigboom is relatively safe here on the top side. We gotta watch this Harley, bro.
Yeah. Regen already popped. I'm trying to think of like who's most susceptible to getting taken down by deadly magic other than the Valentina. Maybe it'll be enough for the deadly magic to take down the Faraga armor of the X-Borg. Of course, he's gonna look into making sure he gets to bring the Lancelot down really low as well. I'm interested to see how this develops again. It's been so long since we've seen Harley.
I honestly is just so flabbergasted. Like, we actually see a team that got to a point where they got forced into a really bad decision. Sakazu, pretty easy maneuvers there just to take out Rosa. And as I was saying, man, like, it literally felt like there was just no option for Aurora Gaming.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see that.
Like, no option. Maybe it would have just been like, yo, Tenzi, it's up to you, man. Just go with what you want to go with.
Right, so here comes the big one. Question is, how is Aurora gonna deal with it? That's one way to go about it. It's gonna be a kill on the Pagu. Or sorry, Pagu, not Pagu, Cypher. And now Rosa, there's just no way to go about it, right? Like, they're just trying to survive. They're hiding under their tower, but even that is not really enough for Aurora Gaming to survive this onslaught of damage and unstoppable chaos that's being given to them by Team Max.
Full dive, full aggression, and it's just perfect. Again, this is exactly why I was leaning more towards the lineup of Team Max. Again, it's not the fundamentals that we're used to, but it works, and it will work. The Alice, again, now it's Aurora getting a taste of their own medicine, and Cypher has been an absolute menace. Him and Bimo the Key have done a fantastic job of stopping Rosa and stopping Pagu and making them very uncomfortable in this game.
100% uncomfortable here. Right now, the items will definitely reflect more tankiness. That's what Team Max is doing. They've got a pretty sizable lead. 2,000 before 4 minutes means that it's just going to be a bit harder for the damage of the Harley to sink in. Considering that the moment you hit Radiant Armor, you can just do whatever you want on the map, bro. And they're doing that right now. Throne of Ruin, Lunar forced to flicker out, but looks like the punchback here is going to be on to Bimo the Key. But like I mentioned, we don't see Radiant Armor yet, man. So the moment that gets locked in, that might be the start of the end.
Yeah. Great counter, though, by Aurora, that they were at least able to walk away with a kill there onto Bimo after the initiation by Team Max. Should be a little bit of a reprieve from all the struggles that they're facing, but now with this Lord up, great start by Pagu.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful start there. Again, Cypher gonna miss out on the Jeet Kundo hit. Rosa with a feathered airstrike takes out Cypher as well. And now TNZ gonna be able to get some space and get that turtle for their side. And Lunar making a run for the hills. That item advantage is still making itself felt here. King Aries up on front, scouting around. We're gonna see topside Lay as well. Gonna get Firaga armor removed, I'm assuming. Yes, he did. And there you go. pressure around the map being kind of evened out, Aurora Gaming are not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, it seems like T-Max overly committed onto Pagu and Lunar in that last fight because Rosa, once that feathered airstrike went up, it surprised me that it even got to the point where it was able to get casted. With the lineup that T-Max has, they can just make sure that Rosa never gets a really comfortable feathered airstrike. That feathered airstrike was way too comfortable. Rosa didn't even need to burn a flicker to reposition or anything. He was able to get hits off, and T-Max were punished for it.
100%. Like, how many tools does T-Max have to cancel that out, right? Like, almost everyone except the Lancelot.
I will say this. Literally every hero. The Lancelot, crowd control, yeah, he doesn't have it, but he will stop it through sheer damage.
Oh, that's true. Like, you don't have a choice but to just run away or fly away. You're good point, good point.
Yeah, so
but yeah,
it's
here
either
we
you
go.
fly or you take it.
Which you won't. Most of the time, you won't. Especially this early in the game. So, yep, right now, Team Max is definitely still in the driver's seat, but Aurora Gaming are fighting back. Again, looking at the map here, BMO trying to bait out some stuff. Again, it's all about that damage output. So where is it going to come from? How are they going to make it sink in? Rosa still has a flicker available. Actually, most of Aurora Gaming. And there's a flicker being used by Sigiboom. AOG trying to get comboed here. But looks like it's only going to go to nothing. So that's a pretty stonks move there. A lot of ultimates used up. As well as a battle spell. Look at that. They're going to try to transition very quickly into the turtle for this one. Sakazu actually will get it from the Ruin at the back line. And look at that. Aurora Gaming going to be pushed back pretty heftily after that chain of events.
Team Max continue it. And again, another glimpse as to why their lineup should be feared by Aurora right now. Orange buff will actually go to King Ares, stolen away by Team Max. Forced into picking up the Harley, and they are now running out of options in the game itself, not just in the draft. Every time Ares is in the field and they are man-marking properly, it's way too difficult for Aurora to fight properly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as much as they seem... They're not really in free fall anymore. It's like they have a foothold on the rock, but you're still in a pretty precarious state. Like, right? Like, your prospects are not looking good. So, Aurora definitely are on the right trajectory here, but doesn't mean they're out of the woods just yet. They're still in survival mode. They've got heroes like the Lancelot trying to just non-stop poke them, and they can't really do much about it. So where's the next threat gonna come from here if you're Aurora Gaming? And what's the next plan for Team Max?
Well, for Team Max, as long, again, their team fight is good and that they're marking, see, it's so easy for them. That's why their main condition really is just that. They keep sending Sakzu off to open up the map, while you can go for a 4-1 split or 1-3-1. You manage both side lanes while managing the mid lane as well because the towers are still up there. So you just go around that flow. Aurora, unfortunately, they're more forced into playing together as a team. Either 5-man rotations or you go 4-1. Because now, with the advantage of Team Max, a lot of the damage that you'll want or the sustainability you want will only come with 4 members closely together at minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of going together, trying to get something started here is Sigiboom. Does still have the flicker. He didn't need to use a flicker that time around. King Harris with the gleam. He'll be able to dodge on out of there. Pagu up on front. Sigiboom again. The I'm Offended will be up in a few seconds now, but they're rushing it. They're bomb rushing the Lord, and they're going to go over and take it. Team Max with the Lord, and now I think they want to go for even more kills. Not stopping at all. The AOG going to be casted here and canceled by Sigiboom. Up on front, Cypher might be in trouble. AOG of their own for Aurora Gaming means they can take up Cypher on the way out.
And now Aurora with a kill. Might be able to build through this by being able to stop the March of the Lord. Team Max overheated. They were good. They just needed to back away. They already got the Lord. But the rest of Team Max decided to commit. King Ares now in trouble as well. It's falling apart for Team Max.
Yeah, 100% Team Max after that take. It feels like they overheated on the spot, Renmar. I don't know how that can happen, considering they are the ones who has the X-Borg, but yes. Jokes aside, it feels like it's starting to look really bleak here. Maybe Lunar's tankiness is going to be starting to become unbearable. Finally, the immortality going into late might be a good sign. But again, you're still getting run over by Farsa, by a Harley. Again, never thought I'd say that. Yeah, man. Team Max is just not stable at this point.
Yeah, had to rush the Divine Glaive as well, and there's an 800 lead for the Lancelot. That should be a sign that the next time that happens, no matter how low the members of Aurora look, you're good. Just back off. They cannot win you against a team fight that started off real well by you. That started off because Cypher, alongside Bimo the Key, wanted to go forward. Bimo went in with an AOG stolen away from the Gacha, completely whiffed it. Cypher was able to get 2 knockups to salvage it. But then after that, Aurora was already able to recalibrate, and it showed that with just a little bit more comfort, Aurora will be able to do good with their team fighting. They committed flickers as well to fight into that, which was way too overly greedy. You had the Lord, you were fine.
It was so funny as well. Like, I was surprised. Why is there another AoE? Oh, right, there's a Valentina.
Yep.
Really took it by surprise, and goes to show, like, you don't always have to just take the feathered airstrike, man. You can get a pretty good advantage. And again, Team Max with a bit of a lapse here in decision making. Like, come on, what is up? They got the Lord, right? I mean, it's a very solid win already.
Yeah.
And now it's just gonna fizzle out, just like it's nothing. Gives even more chances for Aurora to regain control.
Yeah, and there's already a lot of burst damage available for them. Farsa, Ruby, Harley, Genji. Yo, how did you end up there, man? Oh my goodness, he got blasted!
Oh my goodness, that is a very elementary mistake that I never thought I'd see, especially from a member of Aurora Gaming here. And considering you have one of the most mobile mages in the game as well. Like, what is up? The worst absolute time to die is right before this Lord. And they are making it so hard to deal with. Pagu up on front. Rosa on the side. There's just no one that can steal it with the red tree. Going for the Hail Mary of with that Farsa, but no, it's a no-go. It's another solid W from Team Max, and they didn't even try too hard.
I'm still speechless. Forgive me. I'm still really shocked. That easily happened. TNZ went in. I don't know if he was trying to get someone with the deadly magic, but at that point it really looked like he was just walking and running into there. It's like, oh nope, I messed up somewhere. Either it was with my initiation or my combo. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, that could have gone better. Look at, oh my god!
Oh! The reposition on the Throne of Ruin was massive, but even with all of that, what is happening to today's matches? Team Max are the one who are getting wiped out and getting chased up in the middle of the map. Is it topsy-turvy day today? Like, what is up? And now it's just gonna be Lei all on his own, just trying to buy some time. But even with the Lord on the bottom side of the map, it's gonna be Aurora Gaming for sure with more. Wait, hey, answer this, wait. Okay, they're backing off.
2 a.m. in Southeast Asia Mobile Legends, bang, bang. That's what we get.
Sorry.
Let's go.
I'm laughing so hard. What is up? Are they also sleepy? Like, what is happening here? Both teams feel like they are just completely out of sorts here.
I mean, they're good. I think it's all just getting to them right now. Cypher goes in with a kick. Beautiful entry there. Feathered airstrike already committed there by Rosa. Lunar trying to go back, but here comes the Throne of Ruin yet again, coming in by Ares. Tianzi with a deadly magic, and he locks in on the Alice. King Ares trying to hold on, but now it's Tianzi who's unstoppable after getting a Maniac earlier on. Pagu now starting it off, trying to get away. AOG out. That's reset.
Bro, they're starting to fizzle out, man. I mean, both teams are just... It feels like both of them are like right at their wits' end. The way that this game is going right now. I'm not even looking at the gold anymore. Even these items, it feels like they are very much on par. The only difference here is the decisions that are being made on the map.
Yeah. So trying to avoid this becoming a contest of who throws harder. Because they've both played a really great game in their own right individually. As good as the setup by King Ares was, the problem about that is they did that behind two turrets. That turret, the first turret in the mid, was still relatively healthy. It should have been a full commit once that was broken down. Ziggy Boom with a pull.
Yeah, and speaking of committing, that was exactly what they need to do, although they used up so many of their ultimates that I think at this point, Aurora Gaming is going to be forced to go back for the meantime. And we've also got, like, Ziggy Boom on the bot side of the map. This is fully acknowledged by Team Max. They know he's down there. So you know what? Maybe the call might be just go, go, go for this Lord. And I am guessing this could be the last, because the way that both teams are playing, they're playing for the wipeout. They're playing for the complete wipe.
Yeah, by the way, this is a Harley with a Windtalker, so that's a lot of attack speed that he's getting, and he doesn't really need to use the poker trick to maximize the deadly magic.
Yeah, Tower is definitely the target of that Harley later on, so maybe you can go for a big finish. But right now, speaking of that Harley getting used into the deadly magic, and that's probably the worst target to cast it on. Lays up on front, King Ares as well, and he is just catching anyone who tries to go their way. And with that last hit, it's gonna go to Lunar! It's going to, of all heroes, the Uranus, and there goes that team fight. Is just fizzling out. People are just going anywhere they want to go. Trying to juggle out of fire, trying to go around the Ionic Edge, but Cypher will fall in the end. And don't forget, it's Aurora Gaming who has that Lord, who is going to walk with that Lord on the bottom side of the map, exactly where they want it to go.
If there's anything that perfectly encapsulates the insanity of the game, it's that after all of this, 17 minutes in, it's the Uranus that got the miraculous last hit on the Lord. The potential game-winning Lord here for Aurora.
Like, literally, did both junglers just, like, miss on their retribution? Like, what is happening to this game? It is just insane. And I gotta say, look at those Radiant Armor on 3 members of Team Max, plus more sustainability on the immortality. They're even building up more sustain as we speak. Like, they're just playing the long game here.
Yeah. So to replay that moment, Sakzu was early with his retribution. Tianzi was not yet close enough to retry, and since there was like around 60 or so health remaining on the Lord, it was just the Ionic Edge by Lunar that eventually got the last hit on the Lord.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. There goes that feathered airstrike. Used up already. Lei is in front, but he can't stop that turret from falling. Big minion wave on the bottom. Here comes that Lord. Dashes in, breaks the tower, and this is going to be the siege. Lunar, or Lei rather, going to go down. Firaga Armor is popped. And there goes King Ares. Misses with the Throne of Ruin. That might be big. That might be a problem. But somehow, some way, Team Max, everyone is still alive, but only for the moment. There's going to be that big fight. There's going to be that big dump of damage. And so far, Rosa are playing so safe on this one. Max is just refusing to die here. And at the end of the day, though, he will be taking it the 1-for-1. No one can touch the tower. No one can go for the tower lock. And I think because of that, Team Max gonna go with a successful defense.
This isn't over yet. And the Hardy pick is now at 8-2 and 5. Sakzu trying to make a hero play, but he will back off. There's a Fantastic string of KDAs actually for the side of Aurora. Pagu has not died this entire game. Tianzi is 8-2-5. Rosa has 10 assists to his belt. So it's been a terrific overall team for performance by Aurora. And again, I think there's one thing I would really like to see change a little bit on the Team Max is the initiation of King Ares. Though he had a really good one in the Lord, and I thought that would be it because everyone was just lined up perfectly for the last Insanity of Lei. But Lei, his Faraga armor got busted before it was maximized. Is that I'd want to see King Ares really save his entries for Rosa. Wait for the Farsight to pop the Feathered Airstrike, and once you have the vision on where that is, that's when you go for the Throne of Ruin entry.
Well, speaking of entry, it's going to be done by Pagu early on. Tianzi up on front, trying to throw it out as much damage as he can. Cypher up on front, no good target for the Cho at this point. Absorbing all of the damage. Throne of Ruin again, missing everyone. Like, seriously, such a big AoE, misses everything. And now there's the kick. They're looking for it. They got the target. AOG as well, getting used up. And everyone is just on the disengage. They're trying to do it, but look at that. Sakazu just not making it easy for Rosa. Dashing and dipping and freestyling. Gonna get taken out by Tianzi in the end. He'll get it used up just for that extra move speed. Going for the chase. Stopping Team Max from going back to their base. And there you go.
That's it.
Tianzi popped here, and Tianzi is going straight for the base. But look at that. It's just no. Team Max refusing to give in, refusing to surrender. King Ares with a clear, and he will get rid of the minions just in time. And actually, you know what? Throne of Ruin is back up. Let's use it again. Let's go ahead and take the fight to them. King Ares is all alone. It's him against the whole of Aurora Gaming. And will the sustain be enough? Looks like that's not gonna be it. That's gonna be game 3. One of the craziest series that we've had today. It's Aurora Gaming who came to play right here, right now. And they will proceed further into the bracket.
It's 2:30 in the morning in the Philippines. And I want to thank Aurora and Team Max for delivering one of the most insane series I've ever witnessed. An insane game number 3. The draft, what happened in the game. You guys made sure that this night ends up on a memorable high note for myself and Rockhart and for everyone watching. Not the cleanest MLBB, not the prettiest MLBB, but that is very Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and I am proud to have been part of casting that game. Thank you, Team Max and Aurora. Congratulations to Aurora for the win.
This is the most alive comment section I've seen in an MLBB stream at 2:30 in the morning. Shout out to everyone on the comment section. We're just laughing at each other as well. And congratulations to Aurora. With this, they will have a 2-0 record, and they will be going straight into the quarterfinals. Tianzi is our MVP for that one. Man, oh man. Team Max just gave us such a crazy game. I don't blame him. You know what? Team Max looked like they had a pretty good run, but they will be taking a bit of a slowdown for the meantime. Tianzi was excellent at this point.
He has a Harley, man. He has a